Hi, everyone. Welcome to our broadcast with a twist on tonight's game. It'll count towards the NBA Cup. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, it's Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. Allie LaForce will be bringing us updates from the sidelines. A moment now to check out some numbers for Jalen Brunson.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
So the New York starting 5. Bridges out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Mamu Kelishvili in at the 5, patrolling the paint. These two teams, Clark, play a beautiful brand of basketball with an emphasis on ball movement.
No hero ball between these two squads, Kevin. And you're right, it is beautiful to watch. The ball moves, the player moves, they find quality shots, and the assists come in bunches.
Now, here's Anunoby. Driving in.
You got to be impressed with Anunoby's self-starting. I mean, he knows exactly when to drive and draw the foul, too.
Right wing. Here's Brunson. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
I caught up with the head coach for the Raptors. The coach had nothing but praise for Jalen Brunson, and he said he spent a lot of time watching Jalen. His words were, it's not easy for a player his size to dominate like he does. It speaks to his drive and his ability to outthink his opponents. Coach holds Brunson in high regard. Back over to you.
Thank you, Allie. Abdul-Rahim passes to Hawkins, and he's good on the 3-ball.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Bridges. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Mikal Bridges cleared for takeoff.
The Raptors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Abdul-Rahim passes to Anthony. Pass to Abdul-Rahim. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
And you do not want to let him get going early because that can get you cooked.
It's deflected. Mamu Kelishvili passes to Brunson. Count the basket.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Now, here's Barrett. Last game out, he had 14.
There you see the strength of Barnes. He's really hit the weight room, improving that upper body strength.
The Raptors shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
Yeah, it's been a very frustrating season for them in that regard, guys.
And Barnes, an all-around threat. A good scorer, aggressive rebounder, solid passer, and more than capable defensively.
Now, here's Bridges. New York moving the ball around. It's tipped. Here's Barnes. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Barnes has got his second bucket tonight.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Brunson. He has 5. 5 on the clock. And Abdul-Rahim pulls it down. Raptors have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. And the layup is good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout, looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. And a look at the recent power rankings. Some interesting stories here in the early part of December. Look at the Suns. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And seeing where the Raptors are, they wanted the top spot badly, and they did just that. A real testament to both their chemistry and work ethic.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Second-round pick back in 2018. Stardom wasn't expected for Jalen Brunson, but he's always been a winner.
You look at his physical attributes, nothing jumps out at you, but it's all between the ears with him. The skill, the footwork, the vision, that's what makes him elite.
Extremely reliable. When he steps up to the line, you just kind of expect him to knock him down.
Here's Brunson. Last game he had 34 points. Banked in off the glass. Brunson's got 9.
I love the low simmer fire that Brunson plays with. He seems never to be out of control or over emotional. And when he goes inside, he's prepared to fight.
And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's Anunoby. Barnes grabs the miss.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, it reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Now here's Brunson. 9 points in the game so far. Bridges against Barrett. Pass to Mamu Kalashvili. Rebound by the Raptors.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
And, you know, that's all about effort, and I'm sure their coach let them have it for the lack thereof.
And so here is New York, following the miss by Scotty Barnes. And he gets the bucket.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
Good on the shot. Anthony's got his second basket of the night.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Brunson, good.
And he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
The Raptors have gotten 8 of their 13 shots to find the bottom of the bucket. Hawkins passes to Abdul-Rahim. Good on the triple. Abdul-Rahim's got his third basket of the night. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for New York. It's a three-point game.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, and it's not easy to do. Much easier said than done, but they're capable of making it happen. It just comes down, I think, to will and desire.
Anunoby outside. Pass to Brunson. With the drive, makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't have.
And Barrett gets it to go.
Can't allow Barrett that kind of positioning. He's just too skilled at finishing, even when you try to get physical with him.
Hawkins against Brunson. It's blocked. Here's Barrett. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And another of these young, talented players out of Canada. R.J. Barrett is a high-level NBA athlete.
It's in the blood. His father played for the Canadian national team. Barrett, an attack wing who loves to get downhill.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And he's good on the second. Well, we're starting to creep, Clark, towards the midway point of the season. Isn't it amazing how fast this season can go by? You and I look at each other and say, wow, Can't believe we're already here.
Well, you know, Kevin, I think it's a function of us getting older, if you will. They say time seems to move faster the older you get. But clearly it's the same for the players as far as how fast the season goes. Opening night happens, and then before you know it, the All-Star game is coming up. And then you get to the backside of that, and it's usually all downhill to the playoffs and beyond.
And here are the Knicks now after the Raptors pick up 2. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. We have a chance now to look at the teams that have created the most points off turnovers this season.
You know, it's not just the turnovers they're forcing. I mean, they're converting at the other end. And you know what? It puts a lot of pressure on you to play perfect.
Quentin Post is checked in for Toronto. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Shumshe's checked in. Here's Brunson. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's Stewart. It's hauled in by Shumshe.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession. And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety. Well, he certainly hit some turbulence here, trying to get it cranked back up.
Here's Brunson. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
And, you know, for Brunson, it's always about taking what he sees in these sets. He's an excellent decision maker.
And the Knicks making a change here. Barrett inside the three-point line. Does not score again. That's his 4th miss against 1 make. Wiggins finds McBride. And it's Beasley in the corner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Count it. Good. Now it's a 5-point New York lead.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Here's Barrett. And he banks in the layup. Barrett's got 5.
I love seeing Barrett cash in there. He knows he has what it takes to finish through contact.
To the paint, here's Beasley, and it's Beasley finishing it off.
Your fucking defense,
He
nigga,
just
already
punches that
fucking
one
up
down
this
with
shot.
a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Guys, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Quick shot there, and it's off target. New York leading by 5. Wiggins outside. Lays it up off the glass.
And not hard to see why
Fell
they are
apart.
giving up points on this run.
Scoring
Just
them
too
2
many good
points is
looks
why he went out.
from in close.
Pass to Barrett. Here's Stewart. It's intercepted. Ahead. Beasley, the pass to McBride. Beasley outside. Shot clock at 5. And that one, good. 6 points for him.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
The Raptors making a switch here. Johnson's checked in.
Ow,
Bridges is
he get the
checked in
loose.
for the
Oh.
Knicks. Here's Waddell. Still yet to score. Wiggins a screen on Johnson. And Beasley, here we go. Wiggins finds McBride. And that one comes up a bit short. Here we go. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Well, I love the athleticism he brings to the table. Bridges can really score on the move and still maintain control of his body in those tight windows.
For 3, Bridges, and the last second attempt doesn't fall. The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Knicks lead by 7. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for New York.
I really like how they're knifing inside with confidence, exploiting any openings they see in the defense, taking advantage.
And they are also just outworking the opposition in transition. When the break is on, they've continued to find ways to score.
Cameron Johnson is out there with Barnes. Then there's Hawkins. Then it's Anthony, and it's Abdul-Rahim in at the 5 spot. That's the group for Toronto to start the second quarter. McBride with the ball. He's covered by Hawkins. And McBride gets it to go. Hawkins with it. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against New Orleans. Anthony in the corner for 3. The shot by Hawkins, no good.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Here's McBride, up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Here's Abdul-Rahim. Barnes outside. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
And right where he wants to be. It's so dangerous letting Barnes get inside like that.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie Laporte.
Do that shit.
Mikal Bridges is very comfortable with his mid-range and in-between game. He said when it comes to the basketball court, it's not just the rims and the threes. You have the rest of the court, too. Now, not everyone is effective with those middle-distance shots, but Mikal always has been. Guys, back to you.
Oh, yeah, he can knock them down. Thanks a lot, Allie. The Raptors making a switch here. Abaji's checked in. Here's Hawkins. Good on the 3-point shot. Hawkins has got 8 points.
You know, the defense was lax right there, and he's able to make them pay.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's McBride. He's covered by Hawkins.
But he's just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
You know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Goga Bitadze's checked in for the Knicks. And with the trend, Greg, toward a faster pace, do you miss watching those grinded-out half-court battles that enthralled millions during the Jordan era?
Well, I miss playing more than anything, but as far as watching, the game for me is as good as it's ever been.
Paul's checked in for New York. Wiggins from outside. It's hauled in by the Raptors. This their first look at this year's New York squad.
Yeah, but this is a team they faced and beat in the postseason a year ago.
You're right. They took care of business against them in the conference finals. Now looking to do the same thing tonight.
Bridges. Great pass to set up the lay-in. And the Knicks lead by 5.
Agile and skilled. Let Bridges get inside with the rock. He'll find a way to get a bucket.
Down low. Here's Barnes. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
Hey, you know what he lacks inside, he makes up for with his vertical.
The Knicks have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Here's Liddell, covered by Barnes. Liddell's shot is off. Toronto, they've gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Here's Abdul-Rahim. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Now just a 1-point New York lead. And Beasley has the ball here for New York. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. And the 3-ball is good. Beasley's got 7.
Showing you the range. Beasley deadly from there.
They set the pick. Here's Hawkins. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And he's on a good pace here from 3-point range. Made 1 in the first, 2 more here in the second. It seems like there's more to come.
Here's Bridges. Got him with the bump fake, but couldn't finish. Raptors have gone 7 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Here's Hawkins. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
Too much.
New York shooting 61%, showing all the indications of an offense that is locked in. Pass to Liddell.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half.
That's only a second.
To keep an eye on, guys.
Stewart checked in for Toronto. OG Anunoby's checked in for the Knicks. Jalen Brunson comes in for Malik Beasley. Now here's Brunson. He's got 20. Just 5 on the clock. Got a hand on it.
See?
Pass to Abaji. And Mikal Bridges pulls it down. The Knicks shooting it up around 45% from the field in the second quarter. Some nice passing by New York here. Screen by Wiggins. Here's Bridges. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
One of the better two-way wings in the NBA, Mikal Bridges.
Yeah, he's a versatile defender. Has really improved offensively recently, in my estimation. Was second in Defensive Player of the Year voting one time. And over time, like I said, I think he's really added to and rounded out his offensive game. One of Brunson's best amongst his many weapons, that mid-range jab.
Now Hawkins, he's got 11. Barnes, screen on Brunson. The shot by Hawkins, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Wiggins outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Brunson.
That's nice.
Wiggins has got his first 3 points of the game.
And you see how Brunson's fine-tuned his playmaking ability. That pass on time and on point.
Outside Anthony. Right in the lane. And he makes good on the layup. Anthony's got 7 points.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure and close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunity.
You want some me? You want some Anthony? Do him, Anthony. Do him. Do him, baby. Do him. Okay, Hollis. It's Bridges. It's Bridges.
The 3.
It's Bridges.
It's good
That's
from
what I'm
long
talking
range.
about.
Anthony's got 5 points now this quarter. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
Now here's Brunson. 22 points for him.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
So both teams changing it up here. Here's the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been fantastic from three-point land in the last 10.
The main factor, I think, is the great spacing. That has led to wide-open, long-range shots, and that's why we see the great numbers from the 3.
Here's Barrett. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
An effective mid-range scorer. Barrett excels at finding openings in the defense and capitalizing.
Brunson barreling into the rim.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
I wasn't quite sure if he'd be able to maintain that same level of play. I had my doubts coming into this game. Consider my doubts disappeared.
And the foul called on OG Anunoby. That is his first foul of the game. On the wing, Bridges. Drives to the hoop, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
How about that first bounce from Bridges on the throwdown as he rolled right by the defense.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. And it's Isaiah Stewart with the foul. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Long range from the inbound. Nailed from three-point land. 5 points in the game.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
And Barrett springs it in.
And with this kind of momentum behind him, Barrett, a terror. Love seeing him hammer it home.
Picked him clean. Fast break Toronto.
Look at it. Come
Rebounded
on.
by New York.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the
There we
rebound
go.
stats for both teams are almost identical.
What you got for me, Bridges? What you got? Give me them. I know you got it.
Something
A
to
little
watch.
bit
And the
a
game's
little
not
bit
over
closer.
yet. We'll see if
Not
one
close.
of these teams maintains
Not
more
close.
energy than the other going down the stretch.
Yeah.
And so here is New York
That's a spot.
following Miles Bridges' three-point attempt. 6 to shoot.
Come on, Bridges. Come on, Bridges.
And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Knicks lead by 3.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Beyond the arc. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. A chance now to check out the Knicks' upcoming schedule. On Thursday and then on Saturday, they'll be playing against Damian Lillard.
And you know for that matchup with Atlanta, they won't have much room for error in that one. A team like this will punish mistakes, but I could see them walking away with this one.
Johnson, he's checked in for Isaiah Stewart. Anunoby kicks to Brunson. Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
So fast in transition. Brunson gets it in there.
You know, once Brunson gets ahead of steam behind him, forget about it. Watch out, because he's an absolute terror when playing downhill in transition.
Bangs home the trifecta. He's got 5. That shot is off. Jalen Brunson has been on display for the Knicks. He has been a determined scorer today. 29 points altogether for him. And I think there's more where that came from. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Checking out New York. Guess they're playing decent, remaining somewhat competitive. Just feel like this team is stuck right now, unable to get to the next level, searching for the answers. I'm impressed with the effort on the glass. Big positive in my book. They just need to keep it up, Ernie.
Yeah, that's been their big advantage thus far. And that concludes.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You know, Jalen Brunson has been exceptional here, guys. Wow.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Setting the floor for the Knicks. Jalen Brunson out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Mamu Kelishvili in at the center position. Now here's Brunson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Brunson. He's been fantastic over the last 10 games or so, averaging about 27 points per, 6 assists, and 2 rebounds. And you talk about guys who just have a nose for putting up points. He is one of them.
Yeah, he sure is, and he rarely has back-to-back bad games. If he has an off night, he usually follows that up with a big night.
And both free throws good for Brunson.
And Brunson really is a leader both on and off the floor. His example, when he speaks words of truth and passion, and his will and drive to win is infectious.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Man, he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
It's good. Now it's a 6-point New York lead.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
To the middle, here's Barnes, and it's Barnes sliding it down.
And how about the body control? Barnes sets the screen, and then a nice spin there to get open.
Brunson the pass to Anunoby. Back to Brunson. Over to the wing. Bridges for 3. They get the rebound. Moves back up. And Abdul-Rahim pulls it down. Abdul-Rahim's got his 5th rebound in this one.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack. And, guys, there are some you can give that shot to. But let's be clear. He's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
There's a good screen. Pass to Mamu Kalashvili. The shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Brunson's got 4 assists in the game. Toronto trails by 4. Here's Abdul-Rahim. Barnes screen on Brunson. To the inside. Barnes can't get it to go. And so Anunoby will bring it up for New York. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. New York moving it around. Brunson against Barrett. It's Brunson in point-blank range.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Hawkins passes to Abdul-Rahim. Good once again. That makes him 8 for 9 this game.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Brunson the pass to Mamu Kalashvili. And again, New York with the triple.
What a find. The ball just comes out of Brunson's hands on time.
Barrett for 3. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Brunson with a clean look. A 3-pointer off the mark.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Abdul-Rahim. 18 points for him. Inside, Anthony. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional.
Now, I'd suggest that he stay with those basics because we've got a tight one here tonight.
Here's Mamu Kalashvili. 10 points for him. Ball stolen. And here's the break for the tie. His second miss of the game. Still has him shooting 8 for 10. Bounce pass from Bridget. Pass to Brunson. And Abdul-Rahim pulls it down. Abdul-Rahim's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Hands it from downtown. Abdul-Rahim's got 7 now in this quarter. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
And again, it's the Knicks missing.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Hawkins. No good from outside. New York trailing. Pass to Bridges. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Bridges is really a good foul shooter. So you do not want to send him to the line.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And high-quality numbers for him all season long. How about 81 from the line?
You know, he's been one of those players they've wanted on the line as much as possible this season, especially in close games, guys.
Here's Abdul-Rahim. 21 points in the game.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
And the Knicks with possession here. They trail by 3. Brunson the pass to Bridges. Back to Brunson. Here's the screen. And Abdul-Rahim pulls it down. Toronto, they've gone 8 of 13 on shot attempts to begin the second half. And it goes down 2 points.
Most any coach loves points coming off assists.
And here are the Knicks now. Now here's Brunson. 33 points for him. Here's Manu Kelishvili. A shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Brunson's got 6 assists here tonight. Driving to the basket. It falls for his 5th field goal tonight. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times happen. An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Bridges, he's checked in for Anthony. Now here's Brunson. He's an offensive force, averaging nearly 26 points a game. And that one's good. Wiggins.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Here's Abdul-Rahim. His average of about 35 and a half.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine. Even if he'd have missed it, I don't mind taking a chance to spruce it up a little bit.
And the way that Brunson is just so calm in the pick and roll, boy, he is smooth.
Here's Abdul-Rahim, covered by Wiggins. Abdul-Rahim can't hit. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for New York. And it's Wiggins missing.
Hey, it was a good look, one he normally capitalizes on.
There's the pick. Here's Bridges, and he uses the glass on the layup. Bridges has got 6 points.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Bridges kicks to Wiggins. Brunson right side. Just 5 to shoot. That one drops for him.
Well, we know Brunson is a guy who excels in playing through contact. And sometimes, actually many times, he's the guy initiating the contact.
It's a close game here in Toronto. Pass to Bridges. Here's Abdul-Rahim. It's rebounded by New York. Waddell's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. It's Beasley on the wing. Out to Brunson. Just 4 to shoot. Swiped it away. Here's Abdul-Rahim. He's got 23. There's 1:59 left to play here in the 3rd. Here's Waddell. They get it again. The Raptor shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall? Here's Stewart, and he finishes nicely on the way. And the Raptors lead by 3.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Miles McBride's checked in for Jalen Brunson. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Toronto.
Their accuracy in this one has just been on another level. I mean, the 3 ball keeps falling, and the defense just hasn't been able to run them off the line.
And I love the way they've been attacking the basket. I mean, they've looked to penetrate every opportunity they've had, and they've done a nice job doing that.
Now, here's Bridges. 6 points for him. Takes it off the glass. Bridges has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Here's McBride. Pass to Beasley. For the lead. Toronto grabs the miss. Bridges outside. Here's Abaji. Offline with his three. Here's Sensabaugh. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. The Raptors out in front. They lead. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed. And you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. We've got Quentin Post. Johnson is out there with Scotty Barnes. Then it's R.J. Barrett. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Connects from three-point range. And the Raptors lead by 5.
That gives him his second 3 of the half with 3 total for the game.
And so it's New York with it. McBride with the ball. Wiggins sets a screen for Beasley. Pass to Wiggins. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. But it's no good. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Barrett for 3. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson. Barrett's got the lead up to 8 now for the Raptors.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
Beasley, the pass to McBride. Back to Beasley. Puts up a deep 3. And the Knicks miss again.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Tries again. And that's 2 points on the layup. And it's a 10-point Raptor lead.
He's come out here in the second half and done a nice job moving, getting good looks, and finding his range.
Pass to Liddell. And here's Beasley. Wiggins, that's a screen for Beasley. Cranes the three-pointer.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
It's up get it back. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
New York trails by 10. Pass to McBride. Beasley the screen. From 18 feet away, McBride's shot is off.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. Wiggins, a screen on Barrett. Bridges for 3. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Barnes has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Bridges with some nice defense. New York trails by 12. McBride uses the glass to finish the layup.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
And New York making a change here. Brunson's checked in. And now Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. The head coach of the Raptors had some words for his team over the break. He said, this is who we are. This is the pace. Don't let up. He said it doesn't matter if they go on a run. What matters is how we respond. They plan to respond with a fury, guys.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. For New York, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Beasley outside. Here's Wiggins. Shot clock at 6. No good. Here's Toronto. They're on a 15-5 run. And the shot's good from Abdul-Rahim.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Here's Brunson. And they'll get another chance. Bridges, no one around him. And the 3 off target.
I didn't care for his shot selection that time. He needs to let the game come to him a little bit. Just relax, take your time some.
Hawkins passes to Anthony. Toronto needs to get off the shot. Barnes can't get it to go. New York trails by 14. Bridges kicks to Brunson. Pass to Liddell. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And you know what? He's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory. Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
New York shooting in this fourth quarter pretty dire at 27%.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down.
And it's Anthony, top of the key. Barnes sets a screen for Anthony. Barnes looking around. Here's Abdul-Rahim. Oh, good with the triple. New York trails by 14. And Anunoby slams it in.
Anunoby uses his quickness and athleticism to make himself a force in transition.
Hawkins passes to Barnes. Outside Anthony. Back to Barnes. And it's Mamukelashvili with the rebound. Mamukelashvili has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Brunson the pass to Mamukelashvili.
Yeah, good job to take it right at him.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. He had the foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Toronto leading by 10. Here's Anthony. The shot from the low post is good.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him. Good work between the teammates that time, leading him perfectly.
Pass to Abdul-Rahim. And here is Bridges. And here's Brunson. He's covered by Hawkins.
That's really a tough call. One you don't like to see, but it was called, and now he's got to really make sure that he's on top of his game here in regards to not picking up another foul. That was his 5th right there.
To the middle. That one's good, and the Raptor lead has got down to 8 on the bucket from Anunoby.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here. He's putting on a commanding performance here. He's hit 2 3-pointers in each half now.
Here's Brunson. Pass to Mamukelashvili. That falls. Nice feed that time from Brunson. Mamukelashvili has got 4 points in the quarter. Barrett the pass to Abdul-Rahim. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for 2.
The first one falls. Both good from the line that time. Greg, we've had a couple of NBA Cups in the book already. What have you thought of it so far?
A little added excitement and interest early in the regular season, and I'm all for it. Between that and the play-in, I think the NBA's done a great job to kind of make every part of the calendar relevant.
Here's Brunson. Brunson muscles through the contact.
You know, even if this game doesn't go their way, I think he's got to be proud of how he performed tonight.
There's the steal. Now here's Bridges. Five to shoot. Here we've got Brunson. Brunson attacking. That one misses. Here's Abdul-Rahim. He's guarded by Anunoby. Brunson fires. Three. Good.
If Brunson gets space from beyond the arc, expect him to let it fly. He's extremely confident in his ability.
Toronto leading by 6. They set the pick. Whoops, they pick off the pass. It's the 13-footer. No good.
And hustle like that is why he leads his team in rebounds tonight.
I tell you what, guys, nobody's been more physical in this game than he has. He has been a glass eater.
Releases, and he hits the jumper. New York trails by 8. A quick pass leads him right to the rack.
Nice dive by Jalen Brunson there. He's all about getting his team involved.
The Raptors making a switch here. Barrett's checked in. Beyond the arc. The shot misses.
And maybe, you know, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to ease up off the threes.
He knew they needed a bucket, and he wasn't going to force things. Great poise that time from Bridges.
Onside Barrett. 6 on the shot clock. It's tipped.
They're making me hesitate. Fucking shot.
Doesn't get that one. And he commits the intentional foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Big time throwdown with flavor.
That is just nasty.
About the athleticism on that thing.
And so it's Mike Brown here calling timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. And what's their best move at this point?
Trying to stay alive. They've got to work quickly.
They're going to draw up a play here, I think, to get a shot right off of the inbounds pass to not waste too much time at all.
So the first one drops, and that brings them within 5. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
Talk about much in the clutch. Big trip to the line there.
It's good.
JB, Jalen Brunson, cold-blooded in the clutch. We've seen this movie many a time before.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Personal foul. Third team foul.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. Second one is good. Aim both at the line. It's a 6-point ball game. And Mike Brown decides to call timeout. He's not taking any chances. He wants to huddle them up right away. Got Brunson. Good. He hits again. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Staying under control and unflappable, Brunson steps up when his team needs him the most.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
And he can't make the second free throw either. Missing both.
It looks like he was a little tight on the line that time. Could have and should have closed it out.
For three.
Body Barry, you missed 2 big free throws. I'll be damned, dog. That's why I wish Raheem was the one taking it out.
Yes.
Here's Abdul Rahim. For the win. Oh,
Got it, bitch.
Count it.
Fuck it right in your mouth.
He knew it was good when it left his hand. He started celebrating as soon as he got off his fingertip.
And so the big win by Toronto in a tight game. What a show they put out
What
here.
a game. He was supposed to came back and tied it up.
Those games that
2
feel
seconds.
so great to
2
win,
threes, back to back,
and
plus
really,
3.
it's like a knife in
Once
the gut to
it's
lose.
50
You
win,
gotta
man.
love being
Man,
on
we
the
needed
edge
that.
of your seat and
Bounce
just
back
wondering
after we got
what's going to happen. How
beat last
is this
night
thing
by
gonna
New
play out?
Orleans.
And that about wraps it up. So for
You never know what New
New
Orleans
my
is
colleagues
about.
here at the table, Clark Kellogg and
New Orleans
Greg
might be
Anthony,
the
this
team
is
in the
Kevin
West.
Harlan. Thanks for being with us as we present our player of the game.
You get that buzzer beater, baby. 3 Smith CTV. Holla.